I began reading Edgar Allan Poe in 7th grade with The Telltale Heart, which is incredibly creepy, although not quite as creepy as The Lottery. We'll put who wrote that up there if you'd like a horror show.
That's not Poe?
No, that's not Poe, but that lady is good.
Oh, so it's good creepy.
It's scary creepy, not quite good creepy, but you know what? It's October.
What age recommendation for The Lottery?
I read it when I was 12, so...
Okay, and what age recommendation for Poe?
I read it when I was 12, so...
Okay. She's a little advanced. You might go 14.
Well, actually, our entire 7th grade class did that. Not me, like all of 7th grade.
Appropriate for 12-year-olds?
Appropriate for 8th graders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once abstraction has kicked in, it sounds like it'd be okay.
So since it's Halloween, spooky month, we're wearing sweaters. It's cold for once in South Carolina here. We thought we could review this. I picked this up for $5, or actually it was $6, but who's counting? Not me.
She counts.
I count a lot. So this is a collection of Edgar Allan Poe stories. Now, some of these I've read, some of these I haven't yet because we got it yesterday. 2 of these in here I have already read, The Cask of Amontillado and The Telltale Heart. I read The Telltale Heart when I was in 7th grade, and I read The Cask of Amontillado a month or 2 ago. I'm in 8th grade now. And then I did read a few of these. I've read Metzingerstein, The Assignation, and Baroness. I read those yesterday. Basing my review of Poe off of what I've read, he was messed up.
Oh, yes.
Something in his head was not right. Like his frontal lobe was bashed in as a child, or...
Do you know anything about his story?
Actually, it's in the front here of the book. He was an orphan at the age of 3. He enlisted in the army, and then...
At the age of 3?
No, he enlisted in the army as a teenager.
Oh, okay.
So he was born in 1809. So in 1831, he was 22 when he married a 13-year-old who happened to be his cousin.
Ew.
Yeah, he was messed up. Yuck.
Yeah, don't do that.
His cousin wife died of tuberculosis in 1847.
A lot of people were dying of tuberculosis then.
Yes. He was messed up in the head.
Is the bells in this, Emma?
The bells?
The bells. It's a poem. And the first few words are, the bells, 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 bells. And it goes on like that for a while.
No bells.
Now, if you don't know who Edgar Allan Poe is, then it won't mean anything when I say, quoth the raven, nevermore. Have you read that one yet, The Raven?
I think we did read that one last year, too. One of the books that I saw, we actually went to a bookstore in Rock Hill, where I got this one, and there was one that was actually entitled The Raven, which was another collection of his works, but it was $20, and this was $5, so guess which one I got?
We'll link some Poe books down there, and you can just look through them and see if they have the ones that you want, because you probably have your favorite Poe.
I think my favorite story would be The Telltale Heart, possibly just because it's the first one that I ever read, but also because it's really creepy. And
It's
also
about
gruesome.
guilt. This
Yeah.
person has killed someone and feels so guilty that he or she, I forget, can hear the heart beating.
Yeah, he can hear the heart, and he thinks eyeballs are speaking to him, I believe.
Yeah, like the body is in the wall.
Yeah, he buried the body around the house, and it messed him up when he did that.
So now it's like the house has a heartbeat, and all of Poe is like that.
Yeah, it's creeping him out. But The Cask of Amontillado is the most recent one that I read until I got this book. And actually, because I had it in my English 1 class, we had several assignments on it. Montresor, the protagonist, feels like Fortunato, a once friend, has wronged him too many times and has insulted his family name. Montresor is very proud of his family name. This is man versus man in external conflict because on page 1, Montresor says, Fortunato had hurt me 1,000 times and I had suffered quietly. But then I learned that he had laughed at my proud name, Montresor, the name of an old and honored family. I promised myself I would pay for this. I would have revenge. Montresor lures Fortunato into his cellar using a cask of Amontillado. Therefore, that's how you get the name, the Cask of Amontillado. You get to see a lot of Montresor and his weird little brain.
So who should read this?
If you like horror, I'm sure you'd love this, because it's just a bunch of weird stuff.
Old style psychological horror, not so much shoot 'em up, knife 'em up.
This one lady drops her baby out of a window.
Oh, don't do that.
No, bad. Very bad. Don't do that.
So, a lot of guilt and twisted thinking, as opposed to a whole lot of fight scenes.
Yeah, I prefer the fight scenes, but it's interesting to sort of read what he has in here, just because, it's creepy, but it's different.
Mm-hmm. Kind of goes with your enjoyment of the Addams Family.
And black.
She likes to be Wednesday Addams.
2 years in a row I was Wednesday Addams.
Yes, for Halloween. All right, folks, so enjoy your reading, and Emma will keep bringing you things as she finds them and finds them interesting. And until we see you again,
Make sure to make time for Teen a Good Book.